Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a great day. Now today, I'm going to be showing you that you can cleanly modify your car with just eBay parts. Now eBay has a very bad rep, whereas everybody, when you think of eBay, you think of cringy, you think of ugly, you think of those little scratch marks that people put over their headlights. Okay car, but when you think of eBay, you usually think of bad. But today, I'm going to be showing you using eBay parts isn't always that bad. Now what we have right here is a fully badgeless blacked out front grille. We have a front splitter, and then we also have the original wing that I had on my first Passat, which is fully carbon fiber. Obviously it's not real carbon fiber, it's just plastic. But I don't think that anybody actually makes a real carbon fiber wing for the B7 Passat. If I am wrong, please do correct me in the comments down below, because I'd love to pick up an actual carbon fiber wing. But for right now, we are just using this because this is what I have. And it's also like a nice little memorial piece to my original Passat. Now, same thing goes for the front splitter. It's plastic. It doesn't really add any actual downforce. I do see how you could think this is ricey, but this is my daily. And I will tell you, dailying this thing, I have already, I forget which side it's on. I do believe it's on this side. But dailying this car, I have already bent my brand new rims that I have put on maybe 2 weeks ago, and I already hit a massive pothole and fucking bent my rim. So it makes no real sense, especially that when we lower the car, this front splitter is going to get absolutely destroyed most likely. I give it about 2 weeks before it is at least cracked, scraped, ripped off, or something. I give it 2 weeks. So no, I don't want to spend a couple $100s on a real carbon fiber front splitter. I'd rather spend 50 bucks on this stupid little cheap plastic one, and which in my opinion looks just as good. So we're gonna go ahead and get these things on the car. We're gonna start with the back wing. Now the good thing about this back wing is that you don't have to drill any holes into your back trunk. It is literally just glued on, or it's the 3M adhesive double-sided tape strips. Now the car is disgusting. So we are going to clean this first so that it will actually stick. Alright, so don't knock me, but I have some fragrance-free baby wipes that I'm going to be cleaning the trunk with, and then a microfiber towel to dry it with. So let's see how much nasty shit comes up in just one swipe. Yeah, pretty freaking gross. Now I'm just gonna clean this whole area up real nice. As you can see how shitty my paint is now. This car definitely is getting paint corrected in the spring, because black car with lots of swirl, lots of orange peel, not good. We're just gonna quickly dry this off. And I think that's good enough. It is clean enough. Alright, so I have my double-sided tape strip on here. We're gonna peel the cover off of this, and then we're just gonna stick it down on the car and hold it. Alright, so we are just gonna pull it off. There we go. Garbage up here. We're gonna move all this shit out of the way. And then we're gonna have to perfectly line this up and then hold it down. Alright, so I have it lined up corner to corner here, and you literally just push down and hold it, and it should be sticking, and it should not go anywhere. And honestly, that looks so freaking sick. I kind of wish it was black, because this is going to be like the only carbon fiber thing on the car. So I'm gonna search around and see if I can find it, like one of these in black, but for right now this looks sick. Moving on to the front splitter. Now the front splitter is a little bit more difficult to install because we have to go underneath the car, but it just comes with some self-tapping screws that you line up to the bottom of the bumper, and then you just self-tap it into the bottom of the bumper. Alright, so I just looked, and there's two different types of screws, and it looks like you're supposed to assemble it first so that it's not falling apart. And these little silver screws go into these holes. There's two on each side, and then it looks like these black screws go through all the marked holes here and just self-tap right into the bottom of the bumper. All right, and just like that, it is all together and in one piece, so I can just pick the whole thing up. And now we are going to line it up underneath the bottom of the car here, and we are going to just self-tap it in. All right, so I got my ramps out, but we are going to be switching over to the front grille first, because I just want to get that done, and then we can skip over to getting up on the ramps. I'm finished getting the front splitter in. All right, so it is just 3 screws that need to be taken out, which I already took out, and then you literally grab underneath and pull. And sometimes it does feel like you're about to break it, but you're not gonna break it. Now you can see that these grills look a tad bit different in the fact that these extend a lot farther out than this. And it did say on the eBay page listing that you would have to trim these, because this is for the European spec and this is the United States spec. So we're gonna put that, line it up there, see what we need to cut, and then install it. All right, so it is about 30 minutes later, and I'm starting to realize why people don't buy fucking eBay parts. This does not match up at all. On the listing, it said you just had to cut the corner pieces here because obviously they're too long and they hit these bolts here. But these sides don't line up, or pretty much it's too long. So you'd have to flex it like in, and obviously the plastic wants to bend back out, and it's just not really working. You get one side lined up, the other side pops out. If this did fit and I could get it color matched to the black that the Passat is, it would look really cool. Cause like from a couple feet away, it looks really good. But once you start to get a little bit closer and you realize that there's gap here, there's gap going all the way underneath where I can just stick my finger under the grill. And then it's even worse over here. I might keep it just for right now because it's functional and it works. But if anybody knows where I can get an actual badgeless front grill that actually fits, link it down in the comments down below, because I'd really appreciate that. Now, I was going to add this little German Euro badge that I had on my original Passat, which just sits in the grill like that. Because that looks really freaking cool. Alright, so I've opted to keep the stock grill because this one just didn't do it for me. It was atrocious. None of the body lines matched up at all. There's too many gaps. I do have to push this one back in a little bit more because, as you can see, it's not clipped into the bumper right there. But we're gonna keep the stock one for now. I might just plasti dip this one, to be honest with you guys. Now I'm gonna get this thing up on the ramps, get the front splitter on, see how that looks, and see if this video isn't a total failure. All right, so I got it up on the ramps, and we're gonna see if we can get this front splitter on. Alright, I have the new front splitter on, and we are going to back down, hopefully not rip off this new front splitter, and check it out. Alright, so it didn't fully rip off the splitter, so that's a good thing. But it actually is pretty sturdy. It is just self-tapped into the bottom of the bumper, like I said, but I put a decent amount of screws in there and it looks pretty sick. I might eventually get it paint matched because I need to wash the car first too, because it's so dirty. But you can see, you can't even tell on camera, but they are two different kinds of blacks, so it kind of throws it off a little bit. Maybe it might just be something that I need to get used to, but it looks pretty good. It definitely needs to be lowered a lot because I got the monster truck fitment. Whole lot of fitment there. Whole lot of fitment here. But the Old Daily is coming together, and I hate to admit it, but I am starting to like the silver on black, especially with the front grille here. I might just leave it the way it is because I also do have the silver on here, which I didn't even realize, and it honestly doesn't look that bad, especially with the headlights, because there's silver inside the headlights as well. Those aren't blacked out. So let me know what you think down in the comments, if we should just keep rocking with the silver, or I keep saying silver, it's chrome. Usually I don't really like chrome, but honestly, it doesn't look that bad. Now, one thing I will say is I definitely want to eventually get a black wing, because the carbon fiber, it just doesn't look too good with everything else being black. So I'm probably gonna be looking for one of those pretty shortly. I'm in the works of filming the video where I tint out my taillights as well. We're gonna tint those, and then we're gonna see how we like them. If we don't like them, we're gonna put them back to stock. And yeah. All right, so what did we learn today? eBay fucking sucks. They used to suck, they still suck. And this thing is a fucking piece of shit. Garbage. It doesn't fit. But I will put the link to this in the description down below, along with the splitter. And I am not sure if they even still sell this wing. If I can find the link to it, I will put the link to it. So that if you want to install any of this stuff yourself, you can. But like I said, this does not fit the US Passat like it says it does. It only fits the European spec, so I'm going to be leaving a nasty review. And I do want to throw that front badge on real quick, see how that is looking. So I'm gonna get some double-sided tape. I need to find my double-sided tape because I cannot find it. On my Instagram, I installed some LED underglow lights in the interior. Don't mind how disgusting my car is. It's my daily. But this one keeps fucking falling off, and I used, I think, pretty much all my double-sided tape, so I need to find some. All right, so I really don't even like how it looks with the stock grill. If I stick it in here, stay, bitch. Can you stay? Good girl. Yeah, honestly, not really rocking with how it looks. So we're just gonna take this off. I do need to put my front license plate back on because I just got a ticket for that, which is absolute bullshit, but we're not gonna talk about that here. I'll probably rant about that on my Instagram. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, go follow me on Instagram. It's always linked in the description. But yeah, I think that's really it for today's video. It was another quick one, but we learned a lot today. Fuck eBay, long live America, and I don't think I want to fully black this car out. But all jokes aside, I think this is where I am going to be ending off today's video. Let me know what you think of the brand new front splitter, the eBay special. Also, let me know what you think of the new rear wing. Are we rocking with the carbon fiber one, or should I go out and buy just a black one to match the rest of the black on the car? And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I will see you in the next one. Peace.